Hello everyone. Let's continue the story. The enemy. It is a very long story. This is the 10th day. I am explaining it. And till now we have read that Dr. Sadao was suggested by the general of Japanese army that he would send his private assassins to kill the American soldier. But 4 nights went waiting, but no one came to kill him. Every morning, Sadao went to check whether the American had been taken away from by the assassins after killing him. But every morning he found him there. And now it is the fourth day, and American soldier was very cheerful. He had taken bath, he had saved himself, and now he was planning to go out when Dr. Sadao reached his room. Let's continue from this point. So we have reached here. Here we have to start from. I am well, he said joyously. He said it happily. Sadao drew his kimono round his weary body. Weary means tired body. He wore his kimono carefully. He could not, he decided suddenly, he could not go through another night. He had spent 4 nights like this, waiting for the assassins to come and kill the American soldier, but now he could not spend one more night. It was not that he cared for this young man's life. No, simply it was not worth the strain. Strain means टेंशन. वो टेंशन लेना ही नहीं चाहता था एक और रात. You are well, Sadao agreed. Yes, you are well. He lowered his voice. You are so well that I think if I put my boat on the shore tonight with food and extra clothing in it, you might be able to row to that little island not far from the coast. It is not it is so near it is so near the coast that it has not been worth fortifying. Fortifying means to protect. मीन्स इट इज़ ये आइलैंड जो है, इस आइलैंड पर तुम जा सकते हो, और ये आइलैंड इतना नज़दीक है जापान के कि इसको सुरक्षित भी करना ज़रूरी नहीं समझा गया. इस पर आर्मी वगैरह को डिप्लॉय नहीं किया है. नो बडी लिव्स ऑन इट बिकॉज इन स्टॉर्म इट इज़ सबमर्ज्ड. कोई रहता नहीं उस आइलैंड पर क्योंकि बरसात के मौसम में डूब जाता है ये. बट दिस इज़ नॉट द सीजन ऑफ स्टॉर्म. यू कुड लिव देयर until you saw a Korean fishing boat pass by. They passed quite near the island because the water is many fathoms deep here there. Fathoms is the measurement to is a scale of measuring the depth of sea. जैसे ज़मीन पर रोड पर हम किलोमीटर में और माइल में मापते हैं, वैसे ही समुद्र में गहराई को मापते हैं फैथम्स में. सो पानी ज़्यादा गहरा है आइलैंड के पास, इसलिए किश्तियाँ ज़्यादा नज़दीक से पहुँचती हैं और कोरियन फिशिंग बोट्स वहाँ से गुजरती हैं. मछलियाँ पकड़ने वाले जो मछुआरे होते हैं वो गुजरती हैं वहाँ से. सो यू कैन टेक हेल्प फ्रॉम दीज फिशिंग बोट्स. द यंग मैन स्टेयर्ड एट हिम. द यंग मैन लुक्ड एट हिम इंटेंटली, slowly comprehending, slowly understanding. Do I have to? He asked. He was doubtful whether he was sure that he wanted to let him go. I think so, Sadao said gently. You understand, it is not hidden that you are here. Everyone knows that you are here. The young man nodded in perfect comprehension. Comprehension means understanding. He understood everything now. Okay, he said simply. Sadao did not see him again until evening. As soon as it was dark, he had dragged the stout means strong boat, down to the shore, and in it he put food and bottled water that he had bought secretly during the day, as well as the two quilts he had bought at a pawn shop. Pawn shop is a shop where you can buy uh, different things for household needs. The boat he tied to a post in the water, for the tide was high. So he arranged a boat and food and clothes and quilts, everything, and he tied the tied the boat to a post. There was no moon, and he worked without a flashlight. It was a dark night, and he worked without a flashlight, so it was very tricky for him to do this, because why he didn't use the flashlight? If he used it, he would be seen by other people, and they would certainly come to check who was there at the show. So he didn't want to get caught. When he came to the house, he entered as though he were just back from his work. He was just pretending that nothing had happened, and so Hana knew nothing. Yumi was here today, she said as she served his supper. Supper means dinner. So Yumi came there, and Hana informed about her to Dr. Sadov. Though she was so modern, still she didn't eat with him. Hana didn't eat with her husband. Although she was modern, it was a tradition in Japanese. Generally it is tradition in Japanese homes that housewives eat after their husbands. Yumi cried over the baby. She went on with a sigh. She misses him so. So Yumi, the nanny, who had left their home because they had kept an American soldier in their home, American was their enemy, but now she came because she was missing the baby, and it was informed to Sadao by Hana. The servants will come back as soon as the foreigner is gone, Sadao said. Sadao was sure about it that all the servants would come back after the American has gone. He went into the guest room that night before he went to bed himself and checked carefully the American's temperature, the state of the wound, and his heart and pulse. The pulse was irregular, but that was perhaps because of excitement. Pulse was irregular because of excitement, and what was the excitement? That he had to escape from Japan without being seen. The young man's pale lips were pressed together, and his eyes burned. His eyes were red. Only the scars on his neck were red. I realize you are saving my life again, he told Sadao. Not at all, Sadao said. It is only inconvenient to have you here any longer. So, although he was saving his life, but he didn't want to get the credit. He said that it was inconvenient for him to keep him any longer to his home now. He had hesitated a good deal about giving the man a flashlight, but he had decided to give it to him after all. He didn't want to give him the flashlight, and you know why? Because if he gave him the flashlight, the American would use it, and if he used it, people would see from a distance that there is someone at the shore and he would be caught. But he had to give it. It was a small one, his own, which he used at night when he was cold. If your food runs out, if you are out of food, means आपका खाना खत्म हो जाए, before you catch a boat, मान लेते हैं कि भाई आपको कोई फिशिंग बोट ना मिले हेल्प के तौर पे, उस पर बैठ के आप चले जाओ वहाँ से, आपको ना मिले. He said, signal me two flashes at the same instant the sun drops over the horizon. मीन्स सनसेट जब होता है उस वक्त मुझे टू फ्लैशेस देनी है, दो बार बैटरी को ऑन करना है, फ्लैश करना है, दो सिग्नल. किस लिए? खाना ख़त्म हो जाए तो. डो नॉट सिग्नल इन डार्कनेस, डार्कनेस में सिग्नल नहीं देना, फॉर इट विल बी सीन, दिख जाएगा वो लोगों को. सनलाइट के सनसेट के टाइम पे दोगे तो किसी को नहीं दिखेगा, ओनली आई विल बी वॉचिंग इट. इफ़ यू आर ऑल राइट बट स्टिल देयर, सिग्नल मी वंस मीन्स एक बार सिग्नल देना है अगर तुम वहीं पर हो लेकिन तुम ठीक ठाक हो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, तो एक बार सिग्नल देना। खाना ख़त्म हो जाए तो 2 बार देना है। यू विल फाइंड फ्रेश फिश ईजी टू कैच बट यू मस्ट ईट देम रॉ, अ फायर वुड बी सीन। सो फायर का यूज़ नहीं करना है, मछलियों को कच्चे ही खाना पड़ेगा। ओके, द यंग मैन ब्रीथ, द यंग मैन सैड comfortably. He was dressed now in the Japanese clothes which Sadao had given him, and at the last moment, Sadao wrapped a black cloth about his blonde head. Blonde head means brown. You know that American people have brownish hair, yellowish or brownish का mixture होता है blonde. So these kind of hair they have. नाउ सडाव सेड, उसको ब्लैक क्लॉथ रैप करना पड़ा ताकि वो दिख ना जाए, किसी को पहचान लेगा कि भाई ये ब्राउन बालों वाला कौन है, डेफिनेटली ही वुड बी कॉट एंड देन सडाव वुड आल्सो बी इन डेंजर। नाउ सडाव सेड, द यंग अमेरिकन विदाउट अ वर्ड shook Sadav's hand warmly and then walked quite well across the floor and down the step into the darkness of the garden. Once, twice, Sadav saw his light flash to find his way. But that would not be suspected. He waited until from the shore there was one more flash. Then he closed the partition. That night he slept. So American had gone. He had raced to the boat which had been kept by Dr. Sadao, bound with a post at the seashore. You say the man escaped. Now Sadao is sitting beside the general. You say the man escaped, the general asked faintly. जनरल को उसने बता दिया है कि भाई वो आदमी भाग गया है। He had been operated upon a week before an emergency operation to which Sadao had been called in night. तो 1 सप्ताह पहले जनरल का ऑपरेशन हुआ था और अब उसको बुलाया गया था सडाओ को जनरल को चेक करने के लिए, और तभी डॉक्टर सडाओ ने जनरल को ये सारी बातें बता दी। For 12 hours Sadao had not been sure the general would live. The gallbladder was much involved. Gallbladder was completely spoilt. Then the old man had begun to breathe deeply again and to demand food. Sadao had not been able to ask about the assassins. Sadao ने रिपोर्ट तो कर दिया कि भाई वो अमेरिकन भाग गया. He didn't say that कि उसने भगाया है. He said that American had escaped. ठीक होते ही भाग गया वो. But Sadao didn't ask about the assassins. That you promised me to send your assassins. Why did you not send? नहीं पूछा सडाओ ने. So far as he knew, they had never come. The servants had returned and Yumi had cleaned the guest room thoroughly and had burned sulfur in it to get the white man's smell out of it. So Yumi was cleaning the room completely. She burned the sulfur so that smell would also be out of the room. Nobody said anything. Only the gardener was cross. Only the gardener was a little irritated because he had got behind with his chrysanthemums. This is a vegetation which he wanted to grow, and according to season he had got a little late. That's why he was irritated, and he had gone himself. It was his choice. And you know why they had gone? They had gone to protect their master. They knew it that their masters were not doing what they were to do, and they were making their pressure to on them so that they could understand what they had to do. So it was, we can say, blackmail भी कर रहे थे वो एक तरह से अपने मालिक को सही कदम उठाने के लिए. एंड दे वर completely honest, faithful towards their master. And you know why I am saying this? क्योंकि उन्होंने किसी को नहीं बताया. They knew it if they told this to other people, their master would be in trouble. So उन्होंने किसी को भी नहीं बताया और वो आ गए. It means they are completely faithful to their master. जो भी वो कह रहे थे, जो भी वो कर रहे थे, everything was just to get that American out of the room. But after a week, Sadao felt the general was well enough to be spoken about the prisoner. Yes, Excellency, he escaped. Sadao now said. He coughed, signifying that he had not said all he might have said. So सडाओ ने खांसना शुरू कर दिया, ये सिग्नल देते हुए कि वो सब कुछ नहीं बता रहा है जो बताना चाहिए था. But was unwilling to disturb the general further. But the old man opened his eyes suddenly. That prisoner, he said with some energy. Did I not promise you I would kill him for you? मैंने वादा किया था ना कि मैं तुम्हारे लिए उसको मार दूंगा. You did, Excellency, Sadao said. Well, the old man said in a tone of amazement. So I did. But you see, I was suffering a good deal. The truth is, I thought of nothing but myself. In short, I forgot my promise to you. Do you also think that he forgot his promise? No. ही सेइंग कि वो भूल गया था, वो अपने आप के बारे में ही सोच रहा था और वो भूल गया अपना वादा और असेसिन्स को नहीं भेज पाया. आई डोंट थिंक ही फॉरगॉट एवरीथिंग. ही डेलिबरेटली डिडंट सेंड द असेसिन्स बिकॉज ही डिडंट वांट टू गेट डॉक्टर सडाउज मीन्स डॉक्टर सडाव को नाराज़ नहीं करना चाहता था वो ऐसा करके. उसको पता था कि डॉक्टर सडाव ही उसको बचाएगा. उसके अकॉर्डिंग डॉक्टर सडाव बुरा मान जाता है इस चीज़ से. दैट्स वाई मुझे लगता है ऐसा ही उसने इसलिए किया होगा. आई वंडर्ड, Your Excellency, Sadao murmured. It was certainly very careless of me, the general said, but you understand it was not lack of patriotism or dereliction of duty. लैक ऑफ पेट्रियोटिज्म, वो ये नहीं कह सकता कि भाई मैं पेट्रियोटिक नहीं हूँ, मैं देशभक्त नहीं हूँ. डेरिलिक्शन मीन्स लापरवाही, केयरलेसनेस ऑफ ड्यूटी, वो भी नहीं है. He looked anxiously at his doctor. If the matter should come out, you would understand that, wouldn't you? अगर मामला उजागर हो जाए, लोगों को पता लग जाए, तो तुम तो यही समझोगे ना कि मैंने लापरवाही की. बट वट अबाउट डॉक्टर सडाव? वॉज ही कंप्लीटली पेट्रियोटिक? यस, ही वॉज पेट्रियोटिक. बीइंग अ पेट्रियोटिक Japanese, he informed everything to the general of Japanese army. Being a human being, also he was an excellent person. He saved the life of that American person. डॉक्टर के होने के नाते भी उसने सही किया, अपनी तीनों ड्यूटी उसने फुलफिल की. बट द जनरल was thinking about himself only. He was thinking about his life only. ना ही तो उसने एक पेट्रियोटिक होने के नाते अपनी ड्यूटी को फुलफिल किया है, ना ही उसने अपनी जनरल होने के नाते अपनी ड्यूटी को पूरा किया. ही वॉज थिंकिंग अबाउट हिज ओन लाइफ. उसको लग रहा था कि अगर वो उसको मरवा देता तो डेफिनेटली सदाव बदला लेता. एंड फॉर हिम हिज लाइफ वॉज प्रीसियस, नॉट हिज कंट्री वॉज प्रीसियस. Certainly, Your Excellency, Sadao said. He suddenly comprehended. Suddenly he realized, he understood that the general was in the palm of his hand and that as a consequence he himself was perfectly safe. So general उसकी मुट्ठी में था. जनरल अगर उसकी मुट्ठी में था तो definitely he was also safe. He would not be arrested. I can swear to your loyalty, Excellency, he said to the old general, and to your zeal against the enemy. Zeal means जोश. मीन्स डॉक्टर सडाव ने ये चिकनी चूड़ी बातें की कि भाई मैं आपकी कसम खा सकता हूँ आप कितने वफादार हो देश के लिए, और आपके जोश की तो मैं पता है मुझे कि कितना जोश है आपके अंदर दुश्मन के खिलाफ. यू आर अ गुड मैन, द जनरल मर्मर्ड एंड क्लोज्ड हिज आइज. यू विल बी रिवॉर्डेड, इनाम मिलेगा तुम्हें. बट सडाव सर्चिंग द स्पॉट ऑफ ब्लैक इन ट्वाइलाइट सी. ट्वाइलाइटेड सी मीन्स धुंधले से आसमान में. ट्वाइलाइट इज द टाइम ऑफ द इवनिंग और अर्ली मॉर्निंग, सनराइज़ होने से पहले या सनसेट होने के बाद का जो टाइम होता है, थोड़ा सा अंधेरा हो जाता है. तो उस समय में डॉक्टर सडाव को अपना ने हैड हिज रिवॉर्ड, उसको अपना इनाम मिल गया. क्या देख रहा था वो उस वक्त वहाँ पर? देयर वॉज नो प्रिक ऑफ लाइट इन द डस्क. तो फ्लैश नहीं दिखाई दी उसको लाइट की डस्क के टाइम पे. डस्क मीन्स संध्या के टाइम पे. उसने कहा था ना कि भाई सनसेट के टाइम पे फ्लैश देनी है, अगर तुम ठीक हो तो एक देनी है और खाना ख़त्म हो जाए तो दो. तो एक ही दिन तो हुआ है तो खाना तो ख़त्म नहीं हुआ होगा, तो एक ही फ्लैश लाइट का इंतज़ार था. एंड ही डिडंट गेट इट. नो वन वॉज ऑन द आइलैंड, कोई नहीं था वहाँ पर. हिज प्रिजनर वॉज गॉन, सेफ, डाउटलेस, सेफ जा चुका था वो. फॉर ही हैड वॉन्ड हिम टू वेट ओनली फॉर अ कोरियन फिशिंग बोट. क्योंकि अमेरिकन को उसने साफ साफ कह दिया था कि कोरियन फिशिंग बोट आएंगी, उसमें बैठ के चले जाना. तो डॉक्टर सडाव वाज श्योर दैट ही हैड गॉन टेकिंग हेल्प ऑफ दोज कोरियन फिशरमैन्स. He stood for a moment on the veranda, gazing out to the sea for whence the young man had come that other night. And into his mind, although without reason, there came other white faces he had known. So he was standing there and he remembered all the American people with whom he had lived there in America. Who were those people? The professor at whose house he had met Hannah, a dull man. That professor was a dull man, and his wife had been a silly, talkative woman. His wife was also a talkative woman. In spite of her wish to be kind, he remembered his old teacher of anatomy, who had been so insistent, means persistent, jiddi, hati, on mercy with the knife. Means every time he kept saying that his students must be acquaint with the body of human beings before starting an operation. मर्सी ऑन विद नाइफ का मतलब चाकू हाथ में तभी लेना जब तुम पूरी नॉलेज हासिल कर लो. एंड देन ही रिमेंबर्ड द फेस ऑफ हिज फैट एंड स्लैटरली लैंड लेडी. और उस अपनी चिड़चिड़ी औरत और शोर मचाने वाली बड़ी बेरुखी सी लैंड लेडी की भी उसको याद आई. ही हैड ग्रेट डिफिकल्टी इन फाइंडिंग अ प्लेस टू लिव इन अमेरिका बिकॉज ही वॉज अ जैपनीज. The Americans were full of prejudice. Prejudice means a thinking which has been generated in our mind without understanding the situation, without understanding the person prior to meeting him. Means किसी इंसान के बारे में पहले से ही सोच बना लेना. Americans are full of prejudice. वो पहले से ही सोच बना लेते हैं. And it had been bitter to live in it, knowing himself their superior. So American Japanese को एक अलग नज़र से देखते थे. कोई भी जैपनीज़ हो सभी को उसी नज़र से देखते थे, और जैपनीज़ होने के नाते वो सुपीरियर था, उनसे ज़्यादा दिमाग रखता था. इस बात को जानते उनके बीच में रहना इट वॉज वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट फॉर हिम. हाउ ही हैड डिस्पाइज्ड मीन्स हेटेड द इग्नोरेंट एंड डर्टी. इग्नोरेंट मीन्स अज्ञानी, एंड डर्टी ओल्ड वुमेन हु हैड एट लास्ट कंसेंटेड एक्सेप्टेड टू हाउस हिम इन हर मिजरेबल होम. मिजरेबल मीन्स वेरी बैड होम. बाद में वो उसकी लैंड लेडी ने उसको घर पे रख लिया था क्योंकि उसको जगह नहीं मिल रही थी, तो उसको बड़ा रिक्वेस्ट करनी पड़ी, तो एक जगह पे उसको रहने के लिए जगह मिल गई. ही हैड वंस ट्राइड टू बी ग्रेटफुल टू हर बिकॉज शी हैड इन हिज लास्ट ईयर नर्स्ड हिम थ्रू इन्फ्लुएंजा, बट इट वॉज डिफ़िकल्ट. ग्रेटफुल भी होना चाहता था वो, क्योंकि डॉक्टर सडा वॉज डाउन विद इन्फ्लुएंजा और उसने उसकी सेवा की थी उसकी लैंड लेडी ने. But it was difficult to be grateful for that lady. Why? For she was no less repulsive to him in her dark kindness. Repulsive तो वो फिर भी थी, हालांकि उसने बड़ी kindness के साथ उसको treat किया during influenza, but वो फिर भी hate करने वाली थी, repulsive थी. Now he remembered the youthful haggard face of his prisoner. वो कमज़ोर सा चेहरा उसको याद आ गया अपने उस prisoner का जो कई दिनों तक उसके घर में रहा. White and repulsive, वो भी white था और वो भी repulsive था. Strange, he thought. Strange. I wonder why I could not kill him. मैं हैरान हूँ कि मैं उसको क्यों नहीं मार पाया. And we know why he could not kill him. Being a doctor, it was his duty to save the life of a patient. Being a human being, it was his duty to save his life after treating him. किसी की जान बचाने के बाद उसको मरने के लिए सौंपना बड़ा डिफ़िकल्ट होता है. जैसे वो बिल्कुल वैसे ही एक पौधा आप अपने हाथों से उगाओ, उसको बड़ा करो, सींचो, पानी दो, और फिर वो जब बड़ा हो जाए तो फिर किसी को बोलो कि काट के ले जाओ इसको. इट इज़ वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट. आप नहीं कर सकते हो ऐसा. तो ये फीलिंग थी डॉक्टर सडाओ के मन में. एंड थ्रू दिस स्टोरी पर्ल एस बक हैज़ गिवन अस द मैसेज दैट इफ़ एवरीवन starts behaving like Dr. Sadao, there would be no war in the world. Everyone would live with peace, so there would be no war. So the story is over, and I think you have got it. If you have any doubt, you can comment. So let's discuss the questions tomorrow. Till then, my dear students, take care. Bye.